So, I haven't made a video for YouTube in quite some time. Or short, for that matter. I'd like to talk about the apocalypse tonight. Just like, well, every other post I put on here. That's kind of what this page is about. See, I am a person that believes in the afterlife, okay? Not everybody does. It's not like you're being forced to or anything like that. But at the moment of death, okay, your brain gets a massive dump of DMT. Now, I've never done DMT. I don't want to, honestly, because of the fact that you get a massive dose of it when you die. Okay, so I feel like doing that a bunch of times, not, I won't say abusing, I will say experimenting even, but I just don't think DMT is a good idea. And I've done plenty of acid and shrooms and stuff. The craziest thing I've ever done is nutmeg. Okay? Not even joking. The craziest thing I have ever done in my life is nutmeg. It took about 6-7 hours for it to kick in. And then I was fucking gone for 26 hours. Something like that. Yeah. Time, the dimension, stopped around me for 26 hours, 26 and a half, thereabouts. I weighed 185 pounds at the time, and I dosed myself. See, I researched it before I did it, and I dosed myself off of the fact that I weighed 185 at the time. And I took 5 whole nuts. Now you grind this down. You can't just do this with powder or anything like that. That's fucking, it'd take way too much. It's ridiculous. A lot of people make milkshakes out of this. That's too much nutmeg taste for me. So when I did it at 185 pounds, and this was years and years ago, this was before I even met my ex-wife. You know what I mean? I was a kid when I did this shit, but I weighed about 185 at the time. I took 5 whole nuts, and you on like a cheese grater, you know, and it doesn't make a powder, but it's chunkier, shall we say. I, instead of making a milkshake out of it or anything like that, because it's just so much nutmeg, I would a tablespoon at a time with some water, and chase it with water. Tablespoon of the nutmeg and chase it with water. I did that until the 5 nuts had been consumed. Okay? Then you have to wait for it to actually digest. Obviously, I was smoking good bud, because I tried to do that, and I was in my teens. I was, that was shit. It was good bud. Anyway. Totally forgot about it. And about 6-7 hours after I had ingested this nutmeg, uh, it just hit me like a bomb. That's the best way to even describe it. It's intense. Nutmeg changed my life, man. I'm not joking. That shit is crazy intense. I would never do it again. I would never the fuck do it again. But I'm glad I did it and had the experience. Not in the slightest bit joking when I say that the dimension time itself stopped for 26 and a half hours. It was intense. Craziest, most religious trip. That was intense. So I believe in an afterlife. And I would not do DMT because of the pineal gland dumps DMT into you when you die. And I believe that you ride this DMT trip into the afterlife. That's my personal belief. What are we but consciousness anyway? We're electrical signals and chemicals running through our brain and body. Nothing more. We're condensed energy. As Einstein taught us, energy cannot be created or destroyed. And we are just mere energy. I believe in an afterlife. And I believe this DMT trip takes us there. Now, we've gone over this time and time again. I do believe that I'm All-Father Death. Woden is what I prefer. Or Wotan. But that's Asgardian. W-U-O-T-O-N. Wotan. Woden or Wotan is what I prefer. Odin is just English. Wednesday is Anglo-Saxon. Wotan is way back. I am Grim the Gallows God. $4 million years before Mesopotamia even happened, I walked around carrying a scythe, and I put so many people to death by the gallows. I formulated a nickname, Grim the Gallows God. They also call me One Eye. I got that back. It's there now. I need it. This is the apocalypse. I believe. I've always believed that. I've always known what I've had to do. What my destiny is. Which is nothing less than saving Yggdrasil, the Tree of Life. But first things first, Jesus Christos, Jesus Christ, the Nephilim son of Lucifer Morningstar, the Archangel, has to die. $65,000 years from the stroke of midnight 2001. Michael, the Archangel, is going to throw Jesus Christos into the eternal flames of Muspelheim. And that'll be the end of Jesus Christ. $65,000 years from the stroke of midnight 2001. Bye-bye Christianity. You are the damned. Bye-bye Wicca. Christian witches. I'm gonna make an example out of you guys in the underworld. But first things first, before I go into the underworld and help the archangels kill Christ and wipe out these wicked Christian witches and these Roman fucking pagan bastards, okay? Anyway, once we do that, I'm gonna release Fenrir. I am. It's the only thing to do. I'm going with all four of Loki's children. I made a pact with them. Hel, Jormungandr, Fenrir, Sleipnir, obviously, as he is my steed. We're going to awaken Hades, and we're going to enlist Hades' help. Hades doesn't like Roman pagans any more than I do. And we're going to help these archangels, Lucifer, Morningstar included, retake the underworld and kill Christ. That's going to take 65,000 years. There'll be 5,000 years of reprieve from the fighting as we track down the remnants of Christianity's taint within the underworld and restore Hades to power there. Then we are going to spend 25,000 years purging purgatory from existence, killing everything in sight. This 120,000 year war, 120,000 year epic as it is, the apocalypse, that began again at the stroke of midnight 2001, will culminate in a 25,000 year siege of Asgard itself. You people wanted a war. We're 22 fucking years into the apocalypse. I am All Father Death. I'm going to release Fenrir, go with his sister and his two brothers into the underworld to get Hades. And there ain't anything else there, man. You fucking bastards. Are gonna pay. Jesus Christos is the Nephilim son of Lucifer Morningstar for crying. I mean, for crying out loud, man. It's obvious. And don't get on me about how I need to pray and I need to ask forgiveness and blah 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 blah. Don't get on to me about that. I do pray. I wear this thing all the time and I pray to Raphael. I'm gonna help these archangels, man. Nobody else will, so I will. Something has to be done, man, ladies and gentlemen. We're in Midgard. It's 22 fucking years into the apocalypse, and where am I? On the planet Earth in Midgard, surrounded by devil-worshipping fucking Christians. My enemies. Well, I believe I ranted about the afterlife and my plan of action for long enough this night. Good night, YouTube. You have a lovely evening. It is Moon's Day now. Most of you are asleep. Kinda. But yeah, it's Moon's Day now. It was Sunna's Day. Let's just go over that real quick before we hang up here. The first day of the week is Sunna's Day, used as the unholy Sabbath of Jesus Christos, Jesus Christ, the Nephilim son of Lucifer Morningstar, the Archangel. Jesus Christos is the devil. Jesus Christ is the devil. Moon's Day, today, after Mani the Moon, brother to Sunna. Yesterday was Sunna's Day, first day of the week. Today's Moon's Day. That's her brother, Mani. Tyr's Day, after Tyr, the god of justice. Wednesday. Anglo-Saxon again for the English Odin. All Father's Day. Thor's Day, obviously. God of Thunder. Freya's Day, Goddess of War. And Seder Day, Saederday. Seder is the Anglo-Saxon form of Loki. Loki's Day. The Sabbath. So good night, YouTube, and good morning. Guten Abend and Guten Morgen. Enjoy your Moon's Day. Except you devil worshipping fucking Christians, obviously. And you wicked Christian witches. And your fucking Roman pagan masters. I hope all you bastards have a bad day. Everybody else, I hope, has a great day.